Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. It is the season of giving, but can holiday handouts actually do more harm than good? One local official thinks so. We'll discuss.
I'm Kelly Jaco, owner of Jaco Boxing. I love all types of competition, and today I'm going to challenge the girls to race up a rock wall. Bring it on.
I'm Bobette. Do you know your blood type? Well, there's an easy way that can tell you, and we'll give it a try with Suncoast Blood Bank.
And I'm Linda Carson. Kids today are surrounded by screens, and new guidelines for how much is too much may surprise you, and an expert is here to explain. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Kelly Jaco.
Yay.
Hi.
I'm ready for the challenge.
I'm not. Of all days to have Kelly Jaco, fitness extraordinaire, on our show when we're going to climb a rock wall, I think you should have to use your hands behind your back.
Just my feet.
Just your teeth.
Your teeth. I'm glad I'm the referee in this.
I thought you were joining us today.
Oh, I could do that, both hands tied behind me. I'll be the
Absolutely.
referee.
I'm excited.
I have worried about this all weekend.
No, it'll be
I
fine.
sort of have.
I
yeah.
just assumed I'm going to lose and just call it a day.
I just try not to look stupid doing it. But Kelly, the reason, of course, we have you is because you have been so active lately in races across the area. Tell us what you've been up to.
That is from Ironman Florida last weekend, right there in the middle. My friend Katie Waters, she raced Ironman Florida, which, if you don't know, is a 2.5-mile swim, 112-mile bike, a marathon at the end. It's an amazing race. So our winner was like 9.5 hours. This is yesterday. The same crew. We were running deck to deck.
Look at her abs.
Look at everybody's abs. Do you have any friends that don't look like that?
There's a lot of abs
There's
in that
us.
picture.
Good point, Linda.
That's my pack, and we do.
Your six-pack.
We do, yeah. We run together often. We love being active
I
together.
guess if you run several miles and swim miles and do all that other stuff, you start looking like that.
I've never done an Ironman, but Katie's trying to convince me to sign up for Ironman Louisville, which is next October. So we'll see about that.
You know, here's all I can say. This is how I truly know I love Kelly, is because pictures like that, everything you do, and I still want to hang out with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Doesn't make me feel good about myself,
We
but
don't even hate you.
thank you, Linda. That's what I was trying to say gently.
Too funny.
We are glad you are here. We are also glad that our friend Chef Hal from Harry's Continental Kitchen is back with us today. What are we making, Chef?
We're going to do our Pompano, Maryland style. It's pan-seared pompano with a white wine, butter, capers, crab meat sauce that goes on it with some wild rice and some fresh vegetables.
I think I like Maryland.
Sounds good.
All
It's
right.
got crab meat, so everybody likes crab.
Oh, that
well, not
sounds
everybody,
good.
but most
Yes.
people.
This crew does. So, all right, we look forward to that. And believe it or not, we're talking about the holiday season. Kelly walked in with one of these, and we had gotten another one on our own. Did you know that Starbucks red cups are now out? Now, there are 13 different varieties. And you remember last year, these red cups caused this whole big hoopla, and everybody got worried last week when the cups were green. That was more about unity. Now, this is the official kickoff to the holiday season. So I like the fact that there's 13 different ones, so you can kind of look and see which one you get each time. They are made by artists, and honestly, they are just kind of inspired to ring in the holiday season and help people celebrate the artists around them. So,
This one says love on it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I wonder if seeing love on a cup will make you love people.
Starbucks makes me love.
Anything can help.
I was going to say that. Anything to encourage people.
Right
to do
now,
that.
anything can help, and yes, in general, holding a Starbucks cup and helps my peace, love, and joy. So we are glad to see those. Well, speaking of a peace, love, and joy, funny story that we're dying to share with you that happened right when we came in today. I said to Linda Carson, because she knows I've been worrying about this, Linda, we took our first blended family holiday photo this weekend, and nobody cried. And Kelly, what did you say?
Yesterday, my friend Nicole Kristen, she took our family pictures, and for an hour, everybody cried.
Everybody cried.
You can't even tell, though, because these are just proofs, but she's
Well,
such
it's
an
good to
amazing
face the
photographer.
other direction while everyone cries.
I'm pretty sure my son was crying in that picture, but we pulled it together. She sent some proofs, and they're pretty, look, we're all smiling here.
Oh, look at that.
But really, my kids want nothing to do with taking family pictures, and she did a really great job of capturing.
That is beautiful.
Those
Thank
are
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
That's very fun.
I'm always happy that we do them, and which is why I schedule it the next.
We had
Next year.
Yeah.
We had our family picture on Game Day, the NFL weekly publication.
Yeah.
And my stepson was standing there like this. The baby Kathy was crying. Bud was going. And I was smiling with tears coming down. It was a great picture on the front.
That
of
is
the cover.
hysterical. Well, and you
make
know
me
what? And the reason Linda and I have been talking about it is because blended families are tough. You know, you're asking everybody to put aside any issues you may be having, and
they don't want
and
to.
come together. And I have 4 teenagers, plus a younger guy, plus 2 dogs. We brought Guide Dog Wrigley and Big Brother, so we had
boy.
5 kids, 2 dogs. 2 parents, had to have shade, couldn't have full sun, couldn't look too Florida-like. Everyone had rules.
And everyone was upset.
But no, you know what? Everyone did a really good job. I don't have a preview yet. I will bring a preview when I have it of everybody.
No, that's good because, you know, I know you mentioned the blended part, but taking pictures is hard regardless.
Yeah, I agree.
In any family, they
It
just
is.
don't, you just can't get them together.
I agree. Now, you know what, though? I grew up an only child with a dad who loved to take pictures, and I loved to be in them. So
Yeah,
there was
there you
no
go.
problems
There you
in
go.
my world. But
I just force my kids. I'm
Yeah.
forcing them.
'tis the season. That's the way that goes. Well, speaking of the season, it's time for our first hot topic. And helping the homeless is part of the holiday season for many. But a local official is speaking out, saying there is such a thing as toxic giving. The director of program services for the Salvation Army says the top 3 problems facing the homeless are drug dealers, sex dealers, and what is called toxic charity. The Salvation Army says handouts like food or money to the homeless may provide immediate relief, but ultimately will hurt those in need by creating dependency. The Salvation Army is openly asking our community to donate time and resources directly to organizations rather than to individuals. What do you think about this?
I've heard this concept before, and I understand where they're coming from. I just don't know if I can buy into it because they say, you know, if you give them money, you're going to enable them. They're going to spend most of that on drugs or something that is not good for them anyway. But I kind of feel like it's if you see someone in need, you have to help them. Regardless of what they do with the money, that's not your concern. The thing is, it's coming from the heart. You just need to try to help. So I don't know.
But some of them we have followed, standing out on the street and asking for money, and they were making several $100s a day. And they were saying, why should I work? I'm making more money than you are.
Yeah, in many cases.
Kelly, what do you think?
I don't personally give money, but my husband and I, since we've known each other, we during the holidays, especially now that we have kids, we will go and buy a bunch of pizzas, or we bring food. And I don't know that that's necessarily enabling in a negative way if you're doing that around the holidays. I do understand where the Salvation Army is coming from, but it's hard to, especially during a time of love and joy and family,
look past them and walk
that.
away. Yeah, that's my issue.
And
It's
food,
hard for me to do it.
Food is different.
Food
if
is
you give
different.
them money, then you know
Yeah.
it's going to go for drugs
Yeah.
or alcohol, and you're hurting them. But
Yeah.
food,
I agree.
all they can do is eat it.
Yeah.
I was surprised to hear the local official come out so succinctly and include food in the
Yeah.
please don't, because I feel the same way. You know, buying someone a sandwich or dinner,
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty valuable right
But you've
then
got
and
to
there.
have an inspiration to get clean and
that's the thing,
sober.
if you
and if you're
can't eat,
hungry,
yeah.
then you will.
You'll have that desire to get your stuff
And I
together.
think that's
so
their
I mean,
point.
I understand it. I hear the concept. It's just hard for
It's
me to
so
look past and walk
painful.
away.
It's so
like I
painful.
literally given them. I bought my food, and before I can even eat it, I see someone. I'll just give them the
Yeah.
whole thing.
That's
I
very
would
hard.
say the best thing that's happened to me all year was I was on the MARTA train in Atlanta, and a lady got on and she said, I need $37. Or I have no place to sleep. If I have that much, me and my kids can sleep for this week. And you know, you get that all the time on MARTA. Everything went deadly silent. And I just said,
You
come
bring your
here.
kids
And I
into
gave
it.
her the money, and she took it. She said, thank you, and left the train. And suddenly everybody on the train applauded.
Oh,
and those
yeah.
people know, you know, they know who's real and who's not.
Right.
So I would say that's one of my happiest experiences this
Yeah.
year.
Well, something to consider throughout the season. So pictures of people wearing safety pins are popping up all over social media right now. It is to symbolize solidarity and to help combat the negativity across the nation post-election. So the person wearing the safety pin in the picture is stating that they are a safe friend who supports everyone. This safety movement was not created here post-election because of everything going on. It was actually started in the UK post-Brexit, and some Americans have picked it up. Has anyone seen that over the weekend?
Yeah, and it makes me it actually makes me really sad. I'm so sad that we're even in a situation in 2016 where we have to wear a safety pin. I think that President-elect Trump needs to come out and say something to the people who are upset right now, something. And we all need to unify. No more marches and no more, but something needs to be said to kind of start to bring our country back together. Safety pins don't.
I mean, I understand the safety pin, and he actually did come out and say, you know, those who are making and being racist and doing certain things like that should stop.
Right.
But I don't know if necessarily I would say no more marches or, you know, those kind of situations.
Peaceful marches.
People that are disenfranchised need to have a way to express themselves.
Absolutely.
And saying, oh, just don't express yourself is not the appropriate answer. No,
Right.
you know, saying we don't believe that you should be able to express yourself however you are or however you feel isn't. I don't think that's the right
We need a positive way to
Right,
do
a
it.
positive way.
And the safety
But I
pins I don't think are meant to be positive or negative. They're just meant to show,
Solidarity.
hey, we're thinking
Hold
about it, we're
things together.
solidary.
That's
so
what
yep,
pins do.
absolutely.
I think anything at this point will help. How about
Anything
that?
will
Let's
help.
just go with
We'll
anything.
go with that.
Let's just go
So
with
this kind of leads into this. You remember the old saying, everything we need to know in life we learned in kindergarten? Well, apparently it is quite true. Research published in the Journal of Public Health did a 20-year study of 800 kids from kindergarten through their mid-20s. They concluded there is a definite link between kindergarten social skills and how well they were doing in early adulthood. Children were helpful and who shared well in kindergarten were more likely to have graduated college and have a full-time job by age 25. Those who had social problems like resolving conflict or listening in kindergarten were more likely to have substance abuse problems and run-ins with the law. Researchers say this provides good info for early intervention and the importance of social learning. I like this, and not that you should brand somebody as a problem when they're 6 years old in kindergarten, but I think it's a great way to say, okay, maybe just by the way you were created, you're going to need a little extra social molding as we go throughout the years in order to be successful.
Well, sharing, taking your turn, and I think the whole thing is respect for others, thinking about another person's feelings, and I think training children in kindergarten, because they can be trained, is
Absolutely.
the important thing to do.
I have always been a believer of you are a product of your environment. So it's not necessarily just how you were born, it's what you're taught. People are taught social skills, some people are not taught them.
Right.
And, you know, they don't learn certain things as they get older, and those things just tend to fall by the wayside.
Yeah, some people are taught by their parents, always get in the front of the line.
Yeah.
Don't let those people get in front of
Or
you.
don't respect others and things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really good way to look at it. Okay, so here's something that we all enjoy and need to kind of address our vices for a moment here. Do different types of alcohol provide different types of drunk? Tequila often gets the worst rap, right? Well, the CDC reminds us all that alcohol is all created equal. It's all chemistry, it's ethanol. It all works the same way whether you gulp a shot or sip a glass. But researchers say all drinking sessions are not created equal. And it's not the alcohol, but the context of your drinking. Are you wild that night or are you mellow? And that often determines the drink of choice, which then determines your type of drunk.
I think this is very true.
I had to
bad
think
drunk
about
or
it
good
for a
drunk?
minute. Well, because you know, you say things like, "Oh, well, I'm fun and giggly when I drink wine, but I'm more aggressive when I drink alcohol." Well, you might, or liquor. You might
Right.
choose liquor when you're
Right.
in that kind of mood. You know,
Or you choose something to sip rather than taking shots.
Because you're in a mellow mood.
Right.
I'm just thinking, I'm glad I don't have to worry about it.
I knew you were going to think that.
I think I'm very lucky now. I don't care. When I drink, it's for the taste. So I just as soon have a Diet Coke as wine. And a milkshake, that would beat all
That
of
would
it.
be good. Yes, absolutely. No
Sounds
chicken.
good. All right, here is something for all us girls on the go when you travel or go out in the town in heels. Do you ever throw a pair of like comfy shoes or flip-flops in your bag in case your feet start to hurt? Well, a German designer has a brilliant solution. Watch this. They are shoes with interchangeable heels. Each shoe comes with different heel height options, from stiletto to kitten heels to flats. With a quick snap on and snap off, you can switch up your look and
I like
your
this.
comfort level. Even better, all the heel options fit easily in your purse.
But you got to have that guy to snap them on and off for you.
Yes, I don't believe the shoe comes with the guy, but you know, I absolutely love this idea.
I like this idea. For someone that I'm always in heels, in times I should not be in heels. So I need to be able to switch those heels off.
And I'm always in flip-flops because I worry first about comfort, and occasionally that is not classy looking in the least and probably should have heels.
I don't wear heels anymore if I absolutely can get out of it, but because I did when I was your age, that's why I can't now. So I would love to have those.
Yeah.
I'd pop them on, walk up on this desk, and then take them
Pop
all
them
off.
off, absolutely. So, all right, well, something for everyone. We liked that. We're going to check out our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, we're going to talk about how donating blood can save a life, including yours.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast. Looking cloudy right now with showers moving through parts of the Suncoast as a slow-moving cold front makes its way slowly to the south right now. Behind it, some cooler air will filter in, but right now expect just cloudy skies, an occasional shower here and there. You can see that activity now into Manatee County. Not much in Sarasota at this hour, but we had a few brief sprinkles there just about an hour ago. As far as our current conditions go, we have mostly cloudy skies, 74 on the temperature. And the dew point is at 61. Winds out of the northeast at 5. And the pressure has been falling somewhat at 29.99 inches and continues to do so. What we have is a weak cold front making its way to the southeast right now across the state. Quite a bit of cloudiness as a result of a very active subtropical jet stream moving overhead. Those two factors bringing a little bit of lift and some shower activity. We'll let you know about this cold front and a stronger one that is on its way coming up today at 5. See you then.
Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood, and 40,000 pints of blood are needed each day for everything from routine treatments to unexpected disasters. But the need is even greater if you have a rare blood type. Here to talk about blood donation and typing is Jane Gorax. Now, tell me about blood donation and typing, because there's a test that you can take that can say exactly what your blood type is and if you need to donate and will help other people.
It's similar to what you might have done if you had a science class in college or high school. You stick your finger and it's called an Alden card, and you take 4 samples, and those 4 samples are then treated with a chemical, and you learn your blood type. You can also learn your blood type by donating blood.
Now, we just did the test with Kelly, so they're going through the process and we're trying to figure out what your blood type is.
Yes.
So it takes a little wait then for it to, is that what we're doing now?
Oh, you already know?
You're
We
O
know.
positive?
Yes.
So we got it here.
Look
We're
at that.
blood
We're blood sisters.
Okay, O positive.
And
That's good to know.
What does that mean for someone who is giving blood? Because, you know, depending on the type of blood you have, sometimes you can donate or receive and certain things like that.
O positive is the most common type of blood, but that means that's the type of blood that we will need most often for transfusion patients. We were talking about you have the universal type, which is O negative blood, and that's very critical. Sarasota Memorial was elevated to the trauma level. We supply blood to Bay Flight 2 emergency helicopter service. They can transfuse in flight. So O negative blood is extremely important. If you go in for a trauma, they will start giving you O negative blood if you're bleeding heavily until they can match your blood type. So O negative is the most needed blood type, really, and AB, that's an important blood type for babies. So there's, there's a need for every type of blood, and right now we need every type because we're in a shortage situation.
Well, for those who want to donate, you know, what kind of experience are they going to have when they go?
It's very simple. You can be in and out the door in 20 minutes. You go in, you fill out a series of questions about your lifestyle, where you've traveled, because some medications, some places you've traveled will exclude you from donating. You get a mini health check. They'll do a finger stick. You'll get your hemoglobin tested. They'll test your heart rate, your blood pressure, and then in the chair, as you said, you bleed quickly. You're probably in the chair 10 to 15 minutes to give 1 unit of whole blood.
And they give you snacks.
Then they give you snacks. Yes, you get cookies and orange juice. It's great.
I've done this on camera many, many times.
And it doesn't hurt at all.
hurt. I could totally talk all the way through and forget it was going on.
Exactly, and before you know it, it's done. And then a couple of days later, you can actually go on our website, scbb.org, and you can find out what your cholesterol is.
Oh, wow.
So
that's nice.
It's a mini health check.
Saving your trip to the
Kelly,
lab.
you can do that, Kelly, but I bet your cholesterol is perfect.
How was the experience getting pricked?
It was fine. No problem at all. It doesn't.
Did it hurt? Did it hurt?
No.
See?
No, I was giving her I was like, here you go. I was giving her my arm. She's like, no, I just need your finger.
Well, the number one reason people don't donate blood is the fear of needles.
Yeah.
And it really, you can't, the first time I gave, they said,
You don't feel
you've
anything.
already been
We're through.
you're
Yeah.
bleeding, and so, yeah.
Well, in addition to the need for blood, you also have a campaign coming up, the Suncoast Care campaign. Tell us
Yes,
about that.
that's actually happening tomorrow at our Mound Street Donor Center, which is, we're about 2 blocks from Selby Gardens, and it's called Suncoast Cares. ABC7 is one of the sponsors, and we're teaming up with 6 nonprofit organizations who are helping people who are in need over the holidays. We picked a variety of groups, like we have Cat Depot, they're requesting cat food. Minnesota Operation Troop Support, they support troops who have ties to Sarasota, Manatee County, and they're requesting beef jerky. We have Safe Place and Rape Crisis Center, they're requesting crayons and coloring books. We have Friendship Center, they're requesting socks for the people that come in. I have to look on my cheat sheet here. Meals on Wheels is requesting dry cereal, healthy dry cereal. And the Child Protection Center is requesting copy paper. And of course, we are requesting blood. And Papa's Taqueria is going to come in and they're going to feed all of our blood donors that day. We're giving out a dining package to blood donors because right now we're in tremendous need of all blood types. So we're urging everybody
Calm
to come out and get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if for some reason you can't donate blood, that was a nice list of everything else you're looking
Yes.
for.
Yes.
All right, so Suncoast Cares is Tuesday, November the 15th with the Suncoast Blood Bank. For more information, you want to visit suncoastcares.org. Next, an FBI guy talks about avoiding tech scams. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Don Brennan, and millions of people will go hungry this holiday season, including right here on the Suncoast. But tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll hear from officials with the mayor's Feed the Hungry program on how they're doing in their efforts to help those in need. John?
Cloud cover will finally give way to some sunshine. We'll have the week's forecast for you bright and early.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called 3-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dotoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions Now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Welcome back. Frank Abigail Jr. is a security expert. You may not recognize the name, but you'll recognize the story, I bet. It was told in the Steven Spielberg movie, Catch Me If You Can. It also became a Broadway musical and an autobiography. He was portrayed by Leonardo DiCaprio as a womanizing, bank-frauding felon. Then he became a member of the FBI. We got to speak with the expert himself about the turnaround in his life and what he's doing for consumers now. Take a look. Frank, welcome. I have to start with the irony not escaping us. You successfully conned the FBI for years, and now you're a consultant for them. So how was that transition?
Well, you know, of course, between the age of 16 and 21, I wrote about $2.5 million worth of bad checks, impersonated a pilot, a doctor, a lawyer. I was arrested when I was 21 years old. I served 5 years in prison, and in February of 1974, the government offered to take me out of prison on the condition I go to work with an agency of the federal government for the remainder of my sentence or until my parole had been completed. I agreed, and 40 years later, 4 decades later, I'm still at the FBI. And I have spent most of my career dealing with crimes against governments and financial institutions and corporations. I'll actually be in Tampa next month speaking for the Institute of Internal Auditors at the Civic Center. But now, the last couple years, I've had the opportunity to work with ARP to actually address crimes against consumers, not only elderlies, but all consumers. All the scams that are perpetrated by email, robocalls, by phone, sweepstakes scams, IRS scams, grandparent scams, and the one we're dealing with today, which are basically tech scams.
Okay, so let's talk about the tech scam, because these seem very legit when we're approached, because we don't have a lot of tech knowledge, many of us. What is the tech support scam specifically, and how big of a threat is it posing?
Well, it's amazing to me, because what this is where you get an email or a phone call and it says they're from Microsoft or a tech company. They believe there's some malware on your computer. Your computer's been running a little slow, so you go ahead and follow through with it and continue on, and they tell you that if you pay them a fee, they'll charge it to your credit card, they'll fix the problem. Of course, all they really want is your credit card number. And sometimes they do actually go in and steal your personal information, your financial records, your photos, and then want to ransom it back to you. What's interesting to me is that Microsoft did a survey, not only in this country, but a number of countries, and shared it with AARP, and they found that $1.5 billion was lost in 2015 from people who fell for the scam. 2 out of 3 people were hit by the scam. But what was most amazing to me was 17% of the people that were age 55 or older didn't fall for the scam, but more than 50% of the people between the ages of 18 to 34 did fall for the scam. So it's not just the elderly who get taken.
No, that's definitely good to know. How can consumers protect themselves? What do we do?
Education is the most powerful tool, so we work with AARP. So, for example, you can go to aarp.org/techscams, and Microsoft has put out a little booklet that explains how the scam works and how not to be victimized by it. You can go to AARP's Fraud Watch Network, where we talk about all the different scams and not how to be victimized by it. Education is a very, very powerful tool. And AARP Fraud Watch Network also has an 800 number, so if you are victimized and you have lost your money, they will walk you through and help you try to recover that money and explain to you what steps you need to take to do so.
All right, thank you very much, Frank. It's good to know that people like you are out there watching these things and then giving us advice to keep our eyes open as well.
And thank you for getting the word out. We appreciate it very much.
Can you imagine that? As a teenager, he had all that going, and he has turned it around now to help people. But fascinating
I like the
guy.
part that it was young people who fell for the scam and not the older people.
No, very good point, though.
Everyone is susceptible, so we just have to be aware and use some of those tips.
A lot of people with a lot more tech knowledge than us, that's for sure. So you can get more knowledge, aarp.org, and that is where there is more information about these tech support scams. So fascinating guy. I don't know if this is fascinating or not. Look what we are doing next. We are headed outside to face the rock wall. Get the pants on, girls. We're going up.
It's the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival on Siesta Beach, November 11th through 15th, with 24 of the world's best sand sculptors. Bring the family for new hands-on kids activities, live music, food, sand sculpting lessons, and more. See siestakeycrystalclassic.com for details.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
Sometimes, when the course is difficult and you might take a step where you could fall, it's important to trust and ask for help. That's one of the most important things we learned at Tidewell's Teen Grief Retreat. On your grief journey, there are going to be difficult parts, but you have to trust in yourself and your support systems and know there are people around who will help you make it through. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month, or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Come see the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival November 11th through 15th on Siesta Beach. Check out the Crystal Classic Party Tent, produced by Siesta Key Chamber of Commerce and Moat Marine. Details including remote parking via SCAD. Visit siestakeycrystalclassic.com.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We are excited to go join Chef Hal from Harry's Continental Kitchen in the kitchen, where we are going to make Maryland-style pompano. But first, Linda Carson, tell us what we can look forward to out here.
Oh my goodness. Kelly Jaco, our guest host, she is a professional trainer, a Spartan warrior, and a competitive racer. She could go to the top of that in no time, but Stephanie and Bobeth are extremely competitive. They're determined to get there first. This is Derek Clark, the owner of The Wall and of
Up in the Air Fun.
Up in the Air Fun. This is going to be a great time. Derek, they did this last year, didn't they?
Yeah, it's a rematch. It's going to be a great battle. The girls are going to climb. They're in their harnesses, and it should be really fun.
Last year, Stephanie and Joey were in a hard-fought competition at the top. Joey brought in Kelly to replace him this time.
Totally not cool. That's great.
Wow.
This is not cool.
Are you ready to get them started?
I am so excited,
Okay,
yeah.
let's give them the countdown.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go.
And they are off. Oh, Stephanie's
injured.
Keep going, Steph.
Go, Bobeth.
How do we know they're safe up there,
They
Derek?
got the harnesses. They're hooked in tightly. Everything's secure. They're good.
What's the trick of it?
3 points of contact. They need hands and feet on the wall, looking up. Don't look down.
Don't
Keep going.
look down.
Look
Don't
at Kelly.
look
She
down.
is going up.
Whoops, there
Come
goes
on, guys.
Bobeth.
Bobeth, let's go.
Come on, don't
Get
let
back
her
up
win
that
like
wall.
that.
Let's go.
Give
Big
them
wall.
some tips, Derek.
Yeah,
What
keep
should you
going.
do?
Hold tight. Belly into the wall. Stay tight and close to the wall.
All right, so I'm subbing out, Linda.
We have a
You
sub.
got it.
Yep.
Okay,
here we go again.
Here's my
Were you
Timmy.
to the top?
Timmy
I'll
Clark.
talk to you.
Ready, Tim?
Well, you've got,
All right.
you've got
Let's go,
an
Kelly.
injury.
Well,
You've
I
got a
did learn
sports
something
injury.
very quickly.
Yes.
This
I got a
takes
kid
2
to race
arms
now.
and 2 legs.
Wrist and
I do
forearm
not
strength.
have a left arm right now, so that does not work. But wow, I gotta
Wow.
be like
Wow.
Spider-Man.
Look it. Oh my goodness. They're toe to toe.
Kelly,
Timmy's
you
going
got
up.
him. You got him.
Come on, Kelly. Bobeth's making a jump. Let's go.
I'm rooting for
Wow.
Do you have to
Here
be
they
in
go.
great shape to do that? Can anybody do it?
Anyone can do it. It's just the grip strength.
Oh my
There we go.
gosh.
Come on, Kelly. Catch up to him. Bobeth. All right. Oh, there she goes. Right on, Kelly. Timmy. Hold back onto the wall, Tim.
Kelly,
Climb up
Timmy,
again
yeah.
twice.
All that training really
We're
does
looking
help.
at Kelly.
Come on, Kelly.
You know,
That
Kelly
is
has got she's got a
on her
camera.
head. Yeah.
She's got a
Oh,
Kelly
boy.
cam.
Great.
We used to call it something like a GoPro, but she's got it on her head.
Go, Kelly. I knew we brought her in for
So the video may
Come
not
on,
be
Kelly.
great because she is moving.
Go, Bo Beth.
That
Bo Beth's
woman
making a
does not give up.
crossover.
And neither does this one. Go, Bo Beth.
Go, Bo Beth.
Take her. She may fall.
That
Go,
side
Bo
is too
Beth.
hard.
Kelly, you
has got
made
to be
it.
so.
You got it, Cal.
You got it,
Bell
Cal.
up there, Derek?
One more. What's that?
Is there
Yep.
a bell up there?
Nope, there isn't. There used to be. Kelly made it.
Kelly did it!
Come on, Kelly.
Wow.
Come over to the left now, Kelly.
I know
Congratulations.
people like that. Joey, you're so lucky.
She's
you
so
can do
strong.
that.
Yeah, Kelly. Nice job. Hope you got that
Holy
view.
cow!
Great job, Kelly.
I almost died up
Awesome.
Even our smart
That was a
warrior had a
workout.
hard time with it.
Wow, Kelly.
But that's not.
Bo
that
Beth,
was
come
amazing.
on.
She is heading
Great
towards the
job.
top.
So much fun.
Oh my
Come
God,
on, Bo
Kelly,
Beth.
what happened up there? How'd you get up there?
I don't know.
Was it pure strength or determination?
Go, Bo Beth.
There is hard. Yeah. I mean, you're in really good shape, but you're panting and you're
Come on, Bo Beth.
arm workout, leg workout, all the above
Oh,
workouts.
all the above. She's going.
Yeah.
It is Come on, Bo
She
Beth.
still got it.
Make us proud.
You got it.
Bo
Come
Beth.
on.
Wow, look at her.
Oh, this would be a lot of fun in your backyard. You can
It
have
is
this
wow.
with
Go,
you.
go back, use those legs, girl.
Yeah. Come on, Bo Beth.
Okay, now I do have to tell a funny story about Bo Beth.
Bo Beth,
Last
go.
year she hurt for 3 days sore after she did
It's
this.
a workout.
I'm feeling it may be a week this time.
Go, girl, pull, pull. Pull. There you go.
Go, Bo Beth.
Woo!
Go to the left a little, Bo Beth.
Bo Beth, left.
Belly into the wall. You've got this, Bo Beth. Wow, what a workout.
It is a
Overall,
great
full
workout.
body
And you
workout.
have to think. You have to think the whole
Everything, yeah.
time. Every step you
Like
have
a
to
puzzle. That's it, Bo Beth. Come on.
Oh, your rock is
You got it. It's all
Can she
good.
stretch your left hand, maybe?
Yeah, reach your left hand up.
We've got all this advice.
Right hand, stay on.
There, you got it. Now pull.
So
That's
you
it, Bo Beth. Yes.
You take this to people's yards, and to
Churches,
events?
birthday parties,
pray.
fundraisers, schools, all places.
Really
Oh,
fun.
that's got to be so much fun.
Yeah, it's a blast.
You
Come
got
on, Bo
it.
Beth.
Up and over that hump.
She is so stuck.
But if she just lets go, she won't get hurt, will
No, we got her safe and sound.
she? So no matter what happens, you're not going to get hurt.
No.
And it's not
Hold in your
scary.
heart.
I mean,
No,
it's fun.
it's so
You've got
fun.
it.
Yeah.
Not
All right,
scary.
Bo
There she
Beth.
goes. Woo! Way to go.
Bo
Good job.
Wow. Nice job, Bo Beth.
Oh, wow.
I can't.
Derek, that's awesome.
Thank
so
you.
upintheairfun.com, people
Yes.
can find you and they can find out how they can have this and make an
Absolutely.
awesome party.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You guys are so good. I'm so proud I'm one of you.
I'm gonna stand down
even
here
if
with
all
you.
I can do is talk. And next we're going to talk about how much kids should have screen time, and we've got an expert to give us advice.
Good job, girls.
Woo! Awesome.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilgus. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Longboat Key town officials are finally getting the upper hand on red tide, the latest efforts being put in place to clear the beaches of dead fish and harmful algae. And the lack of resources forces organizers to turn hundreds of people away from a free health clinic this weekend, how they were hoping to avoid that problem in the future. Now we're going to head over to the ABC 7 Weather Center and check in with Bob.
Haley, right now, some showers moving across the Suncoast associated with a weak cold front. It's pushing off toward the east right now, and we are looking for some slightly cooler temperatures to make their way into our area throughout the day tomorrow. We'll have much more coming up at 5 and 6. The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Pearl Cream by Dr. Anna, known as the facelift in a bottle, is an all-natural anti-aging formula that tightens skin and muscles, making you look younger. It's made in Sarasota with real pearls, Chinese herbs, and no preservatives. Visit our store or at pearlcreambydranna.com.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help.
And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Advancements in technology meant that our homes are now filled with digital media, from TVs to computer monitors, mobile phones, iPads, tablets, and of course, probably a lot more. All of that means the next generation is surrounded by screens. Just a week ago, the American Academy of Pediatrics announced new recommendations for children uses of media, and the number of time will surprise you. And here to break it down is Elisa Mitchell, and you're with the Early Literacy Specialty at 40 Carats Family Center, right?
That's right. I work for 40 Carats Family Center.
So tell me about kids and their screens. Are they now, we're saying they shouldn't use it as much, or what you're...
Well, what the Academy has come out with is this real, they are acknowledging that screens are in our lives, and it's very hard to take them away. So the idea is to help us help our children develop healthy media use habits. You know, just like we help them with their food and exercise in school, we need to help them with this. And so for children who are very young, under 18 months, they're recommending no screens at all, unless it's like a chatting with grandma and grandpa on Skype or something like that. So we're supported by parents, right? And then from 18 months to 24 months, if you want to introduce screens, just to make sure that your child is exposed to a screen with a parent or caregiver there. You know, you never want to just give a child that young a screen and walk away. You want to watch with them, you want to talk about what they're watching, because that's really how young children learn, is by talking to live people, not from a screen.
Interaction.
Interaction, exactly, exploring their environments. And then from 2 to 5, 1 hour a day, or less if you can, right. And
that's a small amount.
It is a small amount.
I'm glad to hear that, though. My daughter's with me right now. She has a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. Right. The minute I walk in at 7:15, it's, Grandmommy, what took you so long? Let's watch Veggie Tales.
Right.
And they go to bed at 8, so they've only got 45 minutes. Okay. But we have a great time because we talk about it. We choose characters. Sometimes I'm the cucumber. Sometimes I'm the tomato.
Well, this is exactly what they're talking about, is if you're watching something to watch with a caregiver, you're talking to your grandchildren, you're drawing pictures of vegetables, you're having that conversation, because that's really how children learn.
So for, like, let's say parents, I know have some friends that use screens to babysit. You know, literally they don't want to be bothered, so they say, here's a screen, go play. So how does that affect in the kids?
Well, I mean, it actually can delay their development if they have too much exposure, because it's a very passive way to learn, and they're not actually learning from a screen. So we need to remember that screens, for most of history, people were not parenting with screens. You know, there are ways to do it. So whether you replace the screen with a book, some finger puppets, some toys, a wooden spoon in a bowl from the kitchen. There's a lot you can do instead of screens that is actually much better for your child's development.
I have an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old grandchildren in Atlanta. They're not allowed to watch television at all. So when they come to me, all they want to do.
Excited, right?
All they want to do is watch television. So it seems to me a little bit would be good.
Sure.
So it wouldn't be the forbidden fruit.
Well, exactly. And as long as you're doing it together, I mean, that's the ideal scenario, is that you're watching Sesame Street together, or you're, you know, so you can continue to have that conversation and that one-on-one with your child.
Are there specific tips to limit the screen watching and anything?
Well,
like
the
that?
American Academy of Pediatrics, one of the things they come out with these recommendations is a family media use plan. So this is particularly helpful with older children, where you can go online as a family and plan out, here's how we're going to spend our time. This much for media, this much for school, this much for play, all these other things that are really important. Making areas in your home screen-free, so there aren't screens in the bedroom.
Screen-free days.
Screen-free like meals, times when you as a family agree we are not going to have screens.
There's we use a lot of bells. Like I'll put
timers and things like that,
yeah,
right?
I use bells with I have a 3- and a 5-year-old, and they react well to the bell. So,
well, that's important. And the idea with these recommendations is that as a parent, it is appropriate for you to set limits on how much time they spend on a screen.
And there's a 5-strategy plan also, isn't there?
Right. There are 5 things we recommend, especially with children ages 0 to 5, that you can do that are really much better for your child than the screen. And they're simple and they're free and anybody can do them. It's just talking with your child, so narrating your day, reading together, playing together, so like you're doing with your vegetables, singing, and then writing, so letting your child scribble, having crayons and paper, you writing lists, all of those 5 things, that's all you need to do to get your child ready.
I decided yesterday, okay, no more screen time. We're going shopping for our angel tree children.
Wonderful.
I took them to Target. Oh, they were both making a list of what they wanted to buy.
But see, right, writing a list, found out.
I got a lot of people.
You're doing it all right, even though
A
you're
lot of people came up and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry for you."
That's exactly what you should be doing.
I was having a hard time.
Great, you're implementing the strategy plan.
That's right.
You know, 40 Carats has a lot of other tips to help families get through some of those awkward times as they're learning. And yes, there we go. So if you guys want to get more information about the services at 40 Carats, you want to go 40carats.org and get some details for them and help raise your kids or grandkids. And next, we'll answer some viewer questions and comments, and one I don't think is a compliment.
Oh, really?
Our dad is an incredible man, a great father, and a hero who served his country well. He worked hard to take care of us. Now we take care of Dad with the help of Granny Nannies.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
On your TV, on your computer, on your camera, on your smartphone, on your Apple Watch. And now you can get ABC7, your Suncoast News on Fire TV. Just go to mysuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab for a list of fast and free downloads that deliver ABC7, your Suncoast News on the go.
Attention breast cancer survivors. If you experience permanent hair loss or baldness after chemotherapy, you may qualify for a cash award. Thousands of women suffering breast cancer were given a chemotherapy drug without being warned about the possibility of irreversible alopecia. If you or a loved one suffered permanent hair loss after chemotherapy, call 888-622-8732. Time to file a claim is limited. 888-622-8732. That's 888-622-8732.
Your home is the largest investment you have. So when you're looking for furniture, window treatments, and accessories, from America's top brands like Henredon, American Leather, and Hunter Douglas, the only place you need to go is Bacon's. Quality, service, price. Bacon's Furniture and Design, Sarasota.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th Annual Sarasota Fine Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday, November 19th and 20th at Selby 5 Points Park in downtown Sarasota. Bring your love and appreciation of art to the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
Granny Nannies. We've been making house calls for over 25 years. When you need home health care services, there really is no place like home.
Grandma! A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Welcome back. We want to share some emails with you. Pat wrote in, loved the dancing on Friday. You gals are fearless. Oh, I don't know if this is good or bad that you think we're fearless, but I think we did an okay job.
Means we didn't do good.
No, we did well. We had the cast. Listen, these are 2 Billy Elliots on the outsides there from the Venice Theater production, but the one in the middle is the Billy Elliot from London and Broadway, Tony Award winning. And look at our jazz hands and shimmying back and forth, and we worked on some dance steps with him. But I got to tell you, those 2 young boys, absolutely talented, amazing, and so much stage presence.
Oh, yes.
I mean, 13 is such an awkward age, and they just popped up right out there, and they're
They've been studying dance and acting since they were like 2.
A lot of cool.
They're so good.
One of them said they just started not too long ago, and it's just amazing how quickly they learn all that stuff.
Unlike us, it took us a while.
I could not learn that in that short a time.
No, very fun. So we really enjoyed the cast of Billy Elliot with us from Venice. We also have heard from Sophia. She says, we watch your show every day. Y'all make a wonderful team and it's exciting to watch.
Yay,
so Sophia,
very
nice.
thank you
Thank
for
you.
that. It's exciting to be here because you never know what we're going to do from day to day.
We never know.
Friday we dance, today we climb a rock wall, but we do know we always get to go to the kitchen, and that is our treat at the end of every show. We're going to go see Chef Hal. Hopefully he didn't drink all the wine before we get there. We're going to make some pompano.
Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour.
Post had a round piece of mold at the bottom of it.
It's the news parents dread to get from their kids coming home from school. A mother horrified when she learns her child was given moldy bread for a meal at school. How the district is reacting. Plus, in Suncoast Traffic Watch, in Manatee County, traffic flowing pretty smoothly down US 301 and 75. In Sarasota, we're seeing some backup on 75 in the northbound lanes. And then Bee Ridge Road in that area is busy. So let's get a check now on our weather with Bob.
Scott, things are getting busy as a result of a lot of folks coming down here to the Sunshine State, especially when it's kind of rainy out there and cloudy, and that's what we're seeing right now. A little weak cold front now slicing through north central Florida. It's going to move through. We'll have the details on it coming up tonight at 5. See you then.
The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Do you know there is money available to lower your Medicare prescription costs? Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you with no cost or obligation. We'll search a variety of plans from nationally recognized companies to find the coverage that's the best fit for you at a price that fits your budget, and we'll do it at no charge to you. Plus, you may be able to save money on prescriptions. We'll tell you if you qualify. Why pay a penny more than you have to for an insurance policy? Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs. Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call the number on the screen now to make sure you're getting all the benefits you deserve. Don't wait. Call now.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
Coming up Tuesday at 4 on Suncoast View, what will we do next? Well, we're lacing up our toe shoes and going inside the world of the Sarasota Ballet. We audition for roles and peek in on a rehearsal and fortunately get a few pointers from the professionals. Designing Women Boutique brings us a fashion show of gorgeous gowns, perfect for all the upcoming galas. Plus, who has the perfect packing skills for the holiday travels? We're going to have a test. J-Pan joins us in the kitchen.
Welcome back. We are here with Chef Hal Christensen from Harry's Continental Kitchen, and I worked up an appetite, so tell me what
Thanks for having me. We're having pompano today, fresh Florida seafood. This is a Gulf Coast delicacy, I would call it. They're caught in our local waters. They're caught in the flats, under bridges, on the beach, and it's, you know, sometimes it's hard to get. Sometimes we get a lot of it, but it's always on special at Harry's whenever we can get it. And this is one way that we do it, and people seem to really love it. So. We got the nice filet of pompano here. We're just going to season it with a little sea salt and pepper. Then we got some flour here. We're going to season that too because my flour doesn't come seasoned.
Okay.
To quote Emerald Lagasse. We're going to just dredge it into flour, they call that. So you're just going to coat it, no egg, no nothing.
And it's
just
staying.
Yeah, no
stay on,
liquid.
shake a little excess off. The pan is really hot. A little bit of butter in there. And we're just going to start pan searing that in the pan. While that's going, we're going to start our sauce for this. We call it the Maryland sauce.
The Maryland sauce.
Maryland sauce, yep. And why it's called Maryland is pretty much the crab meat.
Oh.
So, that's really hot.
That's a hot pan.
More butter.
So we're going to start with the butter. We're going to have some shallots in there. Shallots are basically baby onions. We're going to go capers in there.
Shallots are baby onions. I always wondered what they were. Aha.
And if I don't have any, can I sub in onion?
Of course, you can do whatever you want. You put garlic in it. You can,
Okay.
I mean, be as creative as you want.
But you can substitute onions for shallots if you need to.
If you need to, yeah. I mean,
Linda, what did you call them?
all right, we need a little wine in here to glaze the pan and a little lemon juice now.
He was using this
We're gonna
wine,
need a
but he
little,
took it.
we got the Marisol Silver, which is an unoaked Chardonnay, because we don't want that oak flavor in there.
Here's
We're
your
going to
lemon.
put this in this. I use this mostly for cocktails, but we'll use it here for today. Little lemon juice.
Okay, that was really cool. Yes.
And then we're just going to reduce that down a little bit.
How long do we cook the fish on each side here?
Until it's done. They say about 2.5 minutes.
I never know that.
Yeah, me either.
That's just a, you know.
Until it's done. Okay, good to know.
The funny answer. I mean,
we're not going to put it
everybody
in the oven.
cooks at different temperatures. Ovens aren't all calibrated the same, so it's kind of hard to.
Oh, look at that. That looks good. That's pretty.
So it gets a nice golden brown. Our wine is reducing here, which is you want to reduce it by about half. Once you get it down reduced, this is bechamel. So bechamel is one of the 5 mother sauces. It's basically butter, flour, milk, and half. You put a little nutmeg in it, a little salt and pepper. This goes in. It kind of makes the sauce a little bit thicker.
Smells amazing. It does smell amazing.
Doesn't sound like low fat.
I was kidding.
So you just kind of bring it all together at that point.
Wow.
That smells so good.
Here's the crab meat right here. So we're going to put a little extra crab meat in there. You want to be careful not to break it up too much because you want to kind of keep your crab meat in nice pieces. We use the claw meat out of Harry's. We think it's a little bit sweeter.
Okay.
You don't have to add a lot of salt and pepper to the sauce because the capers are salty. They're brined, they're pickled almost, and you know that they're just little flower buds. And to me, they're one of my favorite type of ingredients. See, this is coming together now.
It is. It looks done. I'm ready to eat.
You know, we'll throw a little bit here, a little little of that in there. I got my plate here.
That is
I've already
easy.
heated up my vegetables and my.
It's done.
We're gonna.
Yeah,
it's done.
is.
We're gonna put the sauce right on top of that.
Should we eat the hot one?
I would eat the hot one.
Well, you know what? Give the hot one to the ladies down there.
All right. Got the pork
Wait a
for
minute.
you.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
What
That
just
one's a cookie
happened?
one.
What just happened is that
We
you
just
don't
took your
share
food.
it. We're going to take
Little
a bite.
flowers on there. A little extra lemon.
So, Chef, as long
And
as
voila.
you can get the pompano, this is on the menu?
Yeah, we usually we specialize in Florida seafood, so we have fresh hogfish, fresh pompano on special almost every night.
Oh,
we
my
have fresh
goodness.
Florida stone crabs right now. So the stone crabs are really good this year.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this.
I don't know if you noticed any of the food up here on the side. We've got our German apple pancake. I don't know how many people know we do breakfast at Harry's, but that's our top seller, the German apple
And
pancake.
lots of stuff in the kitchen and the market that you can grab.
And then
to
these
go.
are all pre-packaged dinners that we do. These are some of our Thanksgiving Day pies. We do a ton of Thanksgiving Day business. And then over there on the end is our seafood Cobb salad, which is also one of our biggest selling entrees. It's got crab meat,
All right.
caper.
At Harry's has got something for everybody. I can barely talk because we can't stop eating.
And lots of wine. This is amazing.
And
That's
lots
how
of
you know
wine.
it's really
Chef
good.
Howe, we love it when you come. This is an amazing dish. Visit him at Harry's. Kelly Jaco, thanks for climbing. See you soon.